everyone, Dr. Jen here. Lately, I've been having a lot of conversations about overwhelm, scheduling, and really how to manage our stress, manage our time a little bit better. So I decided to record a couple videos for you guys and teach you some of the things that I work really closely with my clients on. The first thing when we're talking about overwhelm that I think is the absolute most important is discussing what we're saying yes to. So in today's video, that's exactly what I want to talk about. When we say yes to something, we're saying no to something else. And oftentimes we're saying yes to something for someone else and no to ourselves. And that can lead to stress and overwhelm. So there's a couple things that I want to teach you that I find really helpful for me when I am coming up to a situation deciding if I should say yes to it, and then also when I'm guiding my clients into making these decisions. We have this feeling most of the time that we should say yes to everything and anything that comes our way, and we don't want to let people down. Even if we're doing it subconsciously, we tend to want to please people, right? So what we're going to do is for the next week or so, every time an opportunity comes your way, you're going to say, "Thank you, that sounds like a great opportunity, I'll get back to you." Even if your gut is to say yes right away, even if your gut is to say no right away, you're gonna pause and say, "Thank you, that sounds like a great opportunity, let me get back to you." Now you can get back to them within 5 minutes, you can get back to them within 3 days, it doesn't matter, maybe a month, whatever it be for you, it depends on how big the decision is. But you're going to pause and give that response. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna run yourself through these 3 questions. So let's say the opportunity is volunteering for your kid's classroom. Or maybe the opportunity is dinner with some friends or a social gathering or something, whatever it be. It comes to you and you say, "Wow, thank you, that sounds like a great opportunity, let me get back to you." And then you're gonna think to yourself, in quiet, when you have some peace, you're gonna say, am I saying yes to this because it's something I'm excited about? Or is it something that I feel obliged to do, something that I'm doing to make somebody else happy, right? Really thinking about that. And then after you answer that question for yourself, you're gonna ask yourself, is this an opportunity I've been looking for? Maybe you've been looking for an opportunity to spend more time with your child, or an opportunity to catch up with some old girlfriends. Then yeah, maybe this is an opportunity you've been looking for. Or maybe it's not. But recognizing that is the important step here. And then the third thing I want you to do is say, if I say yes to this when I'm looking at my schedule, does it give me stress or does it bring me joy? Because even if something is a really good opportunity for us, but at this moment, it brings us stress because we have a lot on our plate, it's very important that we're able to pause and say no, or not right now. Right? So once we ask ourselves those 3 questions, we'll have a lot more clarity. We'll have a lot more peace of mind as to what and why we're saying yes to something or no to something. And then we can go back to the situation, respond with clarity, and feel a little less stress, a little less overwhelmed. This to me is the first step in breaking free of that overwhelm cycle. So even if it's simple decisions that you know you should be saying yes or no to, take the time this week to pause and practice that routine of, breaking down those 3 questions and seeing if it's a good fit for you. And when you can take the time to do that, you'll begin to do it subconsciously when an opportunity presents itself to you. And you'll say yes or no less reactively and more in a response form where you've clearly thought it out. And that is what's really important. So remember, when we say yes to something, we're saying no to something else. And oftentimes the thing we're saying no to is ourselves. So we'll cut out that gym workout, or we'll pick up something fast for dinner on the way home so that we can make the obligation work when we really intended to cook well all week. Or, maybe you say yes to the work opportunity even though you promised your kids you'd be home in the evening, or promised yourself that you'd be home for your kids in the evening, right? We want to be very clear with what we're saying yes to and what we're saying no to. I want you to think about it as you're going through the week and say to yourself, really tune in and say, hey, what do I notice when I pause before I respond? Is your stress going down? Is this affecting you in a positive way? And then also I want you to really tap into, how hard is it to say no to things? Is it a really difficult task for you, or is it actually pretty easy for you? And don't judge yourself on what your answer is to that. Just be aware of it, right? And the clarity comes with practice with this, and just really giving ourselves permission to do what is right for ourselves in our schedules and right for our families. So take the time, pause, and use that line. That sounds like a great opportunity, thank you, but I'll get back to you. And then go and ask yourselves those 3 questions, okay? So the 3 questions are, am I doing this because it makes me happy or it makes somebody else happy? Is this an opportunity I've been looking for? And when I look at my schedule, does saying yes to this give me stress or joy? And I hope you have so much fun really pausing and responding to things rather than reactively answering.